Carrier planes of the 3rd Fleet on the 13th and 14th of November attacked enemy shipping in Manila Bay, airfields, and other installations on Luzon Island, including the Cavite Naval Base. Strikes, 2 enemy destroyers exploded, 1 light cruiser was damaged, 30 large and medium cargo vessels and tankers sunk or damaged, 170 planes strafed on the ground, 25 airborne enemy planes shot down, and 40 damaged. Sixth Army forces en route with the 7th Fleet to northern Luzon. Objective, to take the American flag back to Manila. U.S. guns battle Jap planes and 2 Jap destroyers, attempting to break into our convoy of more than 800 vessels. The camera, 6 miles from the action, records direct hits on the enemy vessels. Enemy air attacks off Lingayen Gulf. Loss to the enemy, 79 planes. A 3-day naval bombardment of the entire Lingayen Gulf area. On S Day, 9th January, a 2-hour bombardment is concentrated on Lingayen Gulf's southern coast. Our landing forces moved toward shore almost unmolested, spearheading the greatest amphibious operation of the Pacific War. About 900 amphibious tanks, tractors, and ducks, and 2,500 LCVPs and similar craft were lowered into the Gulf. Pre-invasion minesweeping had revealed few underwater obstacles. Up to 100,000 men, under the command of Lieutenant General Walter Kruger, made landings at 4 points along a wide stretch of beach. Troops move inland toward the provincial capital of Lingayen, meeting little opposition. Beachhead areas were left virtually deserted by Filipino residents, in compliance with our pre-invasion leaflets. Returning to their liberated home, they offer information on Jap dispositions. S-Day victims at the Naval Evacuation Hospital. Captured Japanese-built Lingayen airstrip with its runway of 4,000 feet. Engineers extend the bomb-cratered strip, aided by Filipino laborers, some of whom ask only clothing for payment. The original strip consisted of sod-covered sand. The field received our planes 1 week after its seizure. Filipinos also aid engineers in repairing bridges demolished by retreating Jap forces. This span is on one of Luzon's main highways. Roads leading from the beaches were left in good condition. A Filipino guerrilla aids our push inland. Elements of the 37th Division, 14th Corps, move up amphibious vehicles for a drive across water approaches to the city of Dagupan, small inland port on the Dagupan River. Dagupan natives indicate the absence of Japs by a welcoming American flag. As Japanese General Yamashita promises Tokyo a brilliant victory, 6th Army forces continue to push through liberated seacoast villages toward the open country. General MacArthur returns to Luzon, 2 hours after the first wave hit Lingayen Beach, 2 years and 9 months after the fall of Bataan. Beginning September 1942, General MacArthur's return campaign led him through Buna, Lae, Salamaua, Hollandia, the Admiralties, New Britain, and Morotai. Accompanying him is his Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Richard K. Sutherland. On the eastern flank of the American penetration, infantry units pushed toward Damortis in the northern sector of the Gulf. Dead Jap in Damortis, 1945. Jap monument symbolizing victory in death, erected in Damortis, 1941. Resistance intensifies on the eastern flank. A Jap roadblock. Filipino guerrillas are supplied with grenades and instructed in their use. There are an estimated 2 million native guerrillas in the Philippines. S+4, a 50-mile area has been secured to the north, east, and south of Lingayen Gulf. On 1st January, a British carrier task force leaves for a strike on oil refineries at Pangkalan Brandan in Sumatra, westernmost island of the rich Dutch East Indies. The task force contains 3 aircraft carriers. At 0650 hours, 4th January, Hellcat fighters and Avenger bombers take off. Along with these go rocket-carrying Fireflies and small, fast Seaflies, naval developments from the famous Spitfire fighters. Target sighted. The refinery powerhouse and other important plants receive direct hits, as do oil tanks and administration buildings. During the bombing, Jap planes strafe and dive bomb ships of the carrier force. The Japs are driven off, and British planes return from the strike. Several planes make crash landings. One plane can't quite make the flight deck. The task force reports no planes lost through enemy action and no casualties. Crippling damage was done to one of the most important centers of Jap oil production. East of Sumatra, on the other end of the Netherland Indies, on 29th December, 12 B-25s of the 38th Bomb Squadron, 5th Army Air Force, bomb and strafe Jap supplies and dispersal areas near Sedati Airstrip on the island of Celebes. Coming in over the target at an altitude of 75 feet, the planes make effective use of the screening protection afforded by trees and jungle brush. Our planes encountered light 20mm anti-aircraft and machine gun fire from the ground. Each plane is loaded with 12 100-pound para-demolition type bombs, whose slow parachute descent gives low-level bombers time to escape the blast. returned safely.